The Nebraska hockey team is hosting its annual Cancer Awareness Night against rival Creighton tonight in Lincoln. The Huskers are wearing special uniforms because tonight's game has special meaning. Reporter Phil Bergman with the story behind the jerseys.
It's not your typical jersey, or a uniform, or a logo with a number. This sweater is more than that. This is the story of one man, his legacy, and his effect on so many. This is the story of number 19. Zach Miller was your typical sports-loving kid. He played multiple sports, but loved playing hockey.
He loved hockey with a passion. He always was nonstop talk hockey. And even though he did do 3 other sports, hockey always came first before the other sports.
After graduating from Omaha Bryan, Zach went to the University of Nebraska and joined the club hockey team.
Hard worker. He had a sense of attitude. He wasn't the best skater we had on the ice, but he put a lot of effort into it.
The plan was to wear number 9.
9 just stuck with us, and we were huge Joe Sakic fans, so he was 19 with the Avalanche. No one had 19 when he came his freshman year.
So he went to 19.
He quickly rose through the ranks behind the scenes and was the club's president. Off the ice, things were going well.
He was, at that time, working with Lincoln East High School, coaching baseball on their team. So he was kind of getting transitioned into life.
But a trip to the hospital changed everything.
That was March 28th, if I remember right, of 2011. We had thought that Zach had mono. I ended up getting called to go to the emergency room there, and at that point in time, the emergency doctor told us that it was highly suspectful that he had leukemia.
Just a lot of pacing around, just spending as much time as I could with him because we knew that it was eventually going to come.
Zach couldn't play anymore, but stayed around the program.
He went about it the right way. He worked hard all the way to the end. I mean, he was involved with the team. Even though he was on the ice, he was involved with the team.
But on January 25th, 2015, Zach's battle ended.
It was something that you never really want to hear when you're 17 years old, and just the bond that we had between each other, it just made me sink a bit.
We literally were sitting on the corner of, I think it was 13th and O, crying and holding each other for probably 30 minutes.
In his honor, the Huskers started a Cancer Awareness Night, wearing special jerseys with cancer ribbons and a number 19 patch.
We're honored to play in Zach's name.
It means a lot to him and to us.
The game's become a hit, with the jerseys making it onto SportsCenter last year.
They try to amp it up every year. They try to do it one notch better.
But the number 19 isn't retired here. It's worn each day by Zach's little brother Jacob and on the hat of his dad Tim, an assistant coach.
I feel like seeing his jersey up on the side by our locker room, skating by it every day, just gives me a more passion to come out and play.
But this year's game hits a little closer to home. Halfway through the season, Coach Taylor informed the team that he was diagnosed and is currently being treated for prostate cancer.
Kept it from my family, kept it from the players, and when they got on the ice, came out and I told them, and they just kind of had like looks in their faces. They were like, wow.
It was a very emotional day. I remember being knelt down on the ice, and he told us with a tear in his eye.
When the Huskers hit the ice Friday, they'll don special sweaters with the number 19 patch and cancer ribbons, in honor of those battling the disease in the past, the present, and the future. Reporting in Lincoln, Phil Bergman, 3 News Now.
And tonight marks exactly 4 years since Zach's passing. The Cancer Awareness Game is played every year against Creighton. Zach and Jacob Miller played with many of the Jays players growing up. Great story.